GOP strategist Mackowiak and Brian Brenberg, chair of the program in business and finance at the King's College in Manhattan. Gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Right. Brian, we'll begin with you here. So the Graham-Cassidy bill would leave in place a rule that requires insurers to cover those with pre-existing conditions, but states could apply for waivers. So insurers could technically charge those customers more. Are you concerned about what Kimmel is talking about?
Well, that's going to be a concern in terms of passing the bill. That's one of the big thresholds for a lot of Democrats, certainly, but even some Republicans. And I think this is why this bill, even though it's getting a little bit of a push late in the game here, I think it's unlikely to pass because there are too many of these quote-unquote controversial provisions in the bill. Medicaid cuts is another one that I think at the end of the day, there are a lot of senators who are going to say, I can't go along with that. And so you might get close, just like we did with the other health care reform bill, but you won't get all the way over the hill.
All right, Matt, Pence says he's all in. Graham says he never felt better. Trump is laser focused this time around. Ryan says it will pass. What do you think?
Yeah, this is the last chance. The Senate parliamentarians said they have only until September 30th until the reconciliation window closes. Yeah. As many of your viewers know, that's the only way they can do this on a majority vote threshold. I think it's very close. It sounds like they're at 47 or 48 right now. They need 50 out of 52 Republican senators plus the vice president. They've already lost 2. So they have to go get Lisa Murkowski. They have to get John McCain. And if there's anyone else holding out, perhaps Mike Lee, they have to get him as well. Look, I think that this is probably narrowly more likely to pass the Senate than not, but it's very, very close right now. There are good things and bad things in the bill. The idea here is, I think, to set up a situation where all 50 states compete against each other, to do that in a way where there's more federalism in the system than there is today. It gets rid of the individual mandate and the employer mandate, pulls out the medical device tax, does a lot of good things, incentivizes health savings accounts, lots of good things, but there are certainly some legitimate criticisms as well.
Brian, can we expect to see a CBO score? I know they tried to get that fast-tracked, but the criticism, particularly from Democrats, is that senators are going to be voting on this blind.
If the CBO can do it, it won't be until the very, very last minute. So there'll be a lot of pressure to wait until the very last minute to vote on this thing. I don't think the CBO score is going to help Republicans. It's probably going to say the same things that the last CBO score said for health care reform, which is you're going to have many, many more people without health insurance. Look, there are legitimate criticisms of the CBO. I don't think that their standard is gold here, but it's probably going to be one of those things that can peel off some of the Republicans that they need to get this bill across. And I think that's why it's probably not going to make it at the end of the day.
I know it's last minute, but it seems that that's when Congress functions best. That's just my take. Matt, what do you say in the final 10 seconds here?
Yeah, things do happen right at the end. It's going to be very, very close. Might come down to Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. Yeah. Her state expanded Medicaid. We'll see.
Murkowski, and I'm going to go with McCain. Maybe he won't doom this bill as he did in July. We'll see. Matt, Brian, Thank you to both of you.
Thanks.